Where do you go? What do you do to top the Infinity Saga? Well, it's quite easy. You retire it. What's up, everybody? It's your boy C. Sams, and this is That Comic Show. San Diego Comic-Con has just wrapped its first official day, and Hall H has been buzzing all day long, all weekend long, obviously. Big news from DC, big news from Marvel, but let's get DC out the way, because honestly, DC didn't bring a lot of stuff for us to really talk about. They talked about the two movies that are coming out later on this year, which is Black Adam with The Rock, that's going to be pretty awesome, and with Shazam, Fury of the Gods. What we saw from before, The Rock looks incredible in the role of Black Adam. It's going to be a really cool movie. It has some characters in it that I'm very interested in seeing. Dr. Fate, who else? Hawkman is in it. I'm looking forward to seeing these characters on the big screen for the very first time, and that's what really got me jazzed about this. This is one of my most anticipated films for DC. Man, if I could think back to the last most anticipated film that I had for DC, it was Shazam, Fury of the Gods. I don't know. The thing about Shazam that I didn't really like is the fact that it was Shazam and his family that all became Shazams. And I thought that was just lame. Because if it's a movie about Shazam, shouldn't I just see Shazam? I don't want to see his family become Shazams. Because I'm just getting to know why this kid becomes Shazam in the first place, and why he's given the powers of all these mythical gods and everything. And now he can give those powers to his family, and they're wearing Power Ranger outfits. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't like it. And they're just doubling down on it in this film. We see some cool things in it. We see some great actresses that's going to play a very, very key role in it. But then again, at the same time, this is going to be leading up to a fight between the original Shazam in Black Adam versus the current Shazam. And if I was to take the two tones of the movies, they don't match. At least not right now. And judging by the two actors, they don't match, clearly. So I don't know where they're going with this. I have no clue where they're going to lead with this, but this is DC, so it's hard to really follow along what they're doing. They really just talked about actors that are going to be playing roles, and actors that are coming back from the DCEU that are going to be playing roles in this current universe that they're trying to establish. And there was rumors that Henry Cavill was going to be there in Hall H, and Henry Cavill didn't show up. And in this movie of Shazam, they're referencing Ben Affleck's Batman, but isn't Robert Pattinson Batman now? I don't know. DC, I don't know what to tell you. A lot of it is just confusing. I don't get it. Maybe someone in the comments can help me get it. Anyway, let's move on to Marvel, because I actually have to look at my sheet here, because Marvel has announced some major things that we already knew. Let's be fair. We already knew that these items were coming down the pike. We just didn't know the dates, and we didn't know when they're going to be in production. A lot of them are in production as we speak, and a lot of them have gotten dates. And now we know. And now it's official. The saga that we're currently in when it comes to Marvel is Multiverse Saga. So again, we had Infinity Saga before, now we have the Multiverse Saga. Now this Multiverse Saga, we have been dealing with the multiverse even when we look back, way back from the first iteration of Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange talks about the multiverse, and then we get a little bit more of it in Spider-Man No Way Home with the three Spider-Mans that have been in other franchises. We saw that, and then we got to see it a little bit in Loki with the one at the end of time. Basically Kang and what he was talking about, a multiversal war. He spoke about that. And then we saw Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, and we've seen all the cool things there. And it just makes you appreciate the little things that Marvel do to get you ready for what's about to happen. So let's just dive right into it real quick. We're kicking things off. We're going to continue things in Phase 4 with She-Hulk.
Wow! Jeez, what the hell, man?
Still in control, no overwhelming feelings of rage.
No! A normal amount of rage!
You do revert back to Gen form when you sleep.
Was the air horn really necessary?
For comedy, absolutely. This is a multi-year journey you're about to embark on.
Yes!
Yeah. Who's your best friend?
Nikki.
Spandex. Spandex is your best friend. Being a Hulk asks for balance. You have so much more to learn. Yes!
So I'm clearly nailing it at all of these things.
If you want to go back to your life as a lawyer, I respect that.
He doesn't mean that.
She-Hulk is coming out in August. Can't wait for that. We get some really, really good footage. We get some really, really good CGI corrections as well. See, you guys be doubting Marvel. I don't doubt Marvel, not for one bit. Now, the next thing we're going to get is Secret Invasion. Secret Invasion is coming out February 17th, 2023. So we're kicking off the year right with Secret Invasion. Now, the Secret Invasion, I don't know where they're going. They could go with the story of the Skrulls. They could go with the story of, I don't know. But just know that we are getting closer and closer to bringing back everything that we once loved as kids into this live action universe, and I'm super here for it, super pumped for it. Next, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. Now, this is really cool because we're going to see our first look of Kang, and it has been reported that one of the lines in it is that Ant-Man tells Kang, well, I am an Avenger, and Kang says, I am a conqueror. Next, we're going to get Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Now, what's so cool about this is that we're going to get the villain that is the High Evolutionary. Now, we're getting that character, and we're also going to get Adam Warlock. We're finally going to get an Adam Warlock in the MCU. Now, I just want to real quick go back to Ant-Man and the Wasp. It looks like that the villain of that movie is going to be MODOK. Yeah, that big floating head thing, disgusting looking. We're going to get a live action version of it. Ew, but I'm here for it. Oh, man. This movie comes out later on this year, and I'm wearing the shirt. It is going to be Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. Hey, little darling, don't shed no tear. No woman, no cry. Good friends we have, and good friends we've lost along the way. In this great future, you can't forget your past. So dry your tears, I say.
I have to say that this trailer won for Comic-Con for me. It was very emotional. You know, obviously Chadwick Boseman, the actor who played Black Panther, T'Challa, has tragically passed away a couple years back. And this movie is going to be a tribute not only to him, but also to the idea of Black Panther that Ryan Coogler brought to life. and we're going to continue the story because that's what he would want. That's what Chadwick Boseman would want. So that's what we're getting. And this movie has so many different things. We finally get Namor. We're finally getting Namor in the MCU. We caught hints of that in Endgame, and we caught hints of that in Iron Man 2. Know your history. I'm excited for this movie. This movie is going to be great, brilliant. I can't wait to see what this movie brings to the MCU. I'm here for it. Next, we get Echo. Echo is a spin-off of Hawkeye. So this was a character in Hawkeye that couldn't talk, or she was deaf, or one of the two. But anyway, her character comes into the MCU. I'm a little unsure about this, but I trust Marvel. We're going to see Daredevil in this. We're also going to see Kingpin return in this. So we're going to get a little bit of that kind of vibe that we got before. So I'm okay with it. Loki Season 2, I don't even need to explain what's going on. Loki Season 2 is probably going to continue to stretch out the universe a little bit more. We're going to get a little bit more information about the King the Conqueror. I'm assuming we're going to get a lot more information. I can't wait to see it. Next is Blade. Mahershala Ali is playing the role of Blade. So we are going to see vampires in the MCU, and I can't wait to see how they do it because, again, in Eternals, we also see a character that's very, very prominent in that movie or in that series of Blade, and we also catch Mahershala's voice at the end of that end trailer or at the end of that end credit scene as well. So a lot of stuff is happening. Stay tuned on that. Next, we get Ironheart. Now, if we go back to Black Panther, in that trailer, we get to meet the young lady who's playing Ironheart in this series, in the Disney Plus series. And she's pounding away at this iron, and then a heart shape falls out. If you caught that, you are the initiated. Trust and believe. Next, we get Agatha, Covet of Chaos. Now, she is the one, Agatha Harkness is the one who told Scarlet Witch or Wanda that she is the Scarlet Witch. And when we left her, she was in a trance that Wanda put her in, and she thought she was still back in that world. So let's see what goes on in this universe for her. Next, we get Daredevil Born Again. So we're getting the Daredevil series Born Again. Now, are we going to get to see the gritty and violent series? I don't know. To be honest with you, I trust in Marvel, so I don't know what they're going to do with it, but I'm sure they're going to make it good enough that people will be pleased with the final result. Next is one of my most anticipated titles so far. It's Captain America New World Order. Now, if you think of New World Order, NWO, not them, we are going to get a lot of cool things, because if you saw the series of Captain America and Winter Soldier, they talked about a New World Order. And basically, you know, Sam had to deal with the fact that he is a black man that's donning the role of Captain America in America. So that is a hard sell for a lot of people. So I think this movie is going to be very, very controversial in a good way. But I can't wait to see it. The next one is going to be Thunderbolt. Now, remember, the actor who played Thunderbolt, William Hurt, he passed away as well. And he was Thunderbolt Ross. Now, this is his team. So where are they going to go with it? Are we going to reprise the role or recast the role, I should say, with someone else? I'm not too sure. Are we going to get some of those characters that we've seen in other MCU properties, like U.S. Agent or maybe the new Black Widow? Right? I don't know. But we have to wait and see where they go with this. But it's a movie, so you know it's going to be full of explosions. I can't wait. Next, we are leaving out of Phase 4. Now, I went in different orders and everything like that, but I believe that the last movie in Phase 4 is going to be the Wakanda movie. Now, we are entering Phase 6. Now, all those properties that I just gave you is all part of Phase 5, okay? Now, Phase 4 ends with Wakanda Forever. That's the end of this year, and then we kick off everything with Phase 5. Now, Phase 6 starts with, brace yourselves, Fantastic Four starts off the Phase 6. Now, I think Phase 6 is going to be the greatest phase that Marvel has ever done, in my opinion. Because if you look at the titles of just 3 of the things that are going on in this phase, blow your mind. So we have Fantastic Four, finally announced that we're going to get that date, 2025. That's a long time from now. Next, we see Avengers Kang Dynasty. The Kang Dynasty. So we've been introduced to Kang in 2021, right? With Loki. So we have at least a good 4 years to build up Kang and to make Kang that looming threat that we are scared of and we are nervous about. And then in this movie, Avengers Kang Dynasty, we're going to see it all come to pass. And the next movie that's also an Avengers title is going to be Avengers Secret War. Avengers Secret War. Now you have Infinity War, you had Endgame. Listen, Civil War, Infinity War, both great wars, but we are going to get Secret War. And if you know anything from the comics, just know that we are going to get a crazy time. Now, I don't know what kind of Secret Wars we're going to get. Are we going to get X-Men versus Avengers? Are we going to get Avengers versus the rest of the Marvel Universe? I don't know. Are we going to get Spider-Man coming back? I don't know. There's a lot of things that we don't know that's going down. Now, another thing that I'm very, very excited about is what we're going to get in between, because in Phase 6, we only see 3 of the properties that's going to be released. We don't know what else is going to fill in Phase 6. Now, I'm thinking we're going to get a Doom movie, right? We're going to get a movie just about Doom. I think we're going to get a little bit more about the Avengers. Who are going to be the Avengers? We don't know who the Avengers are going to be. Like, Thor is gone, and Thor was like kind of like our third man up to bat. We got the Hulk still, to an extent, and then we got Hawkeye, he's retired, but we also see a lot of the young Avengers coming into fold. So maybe the Avengers that's going to face Kang are actually going to be the young Avengers. I don't know, but what I know is that today was a great day to be a Marvel fan, to be a DC fan to an extent, I guess. I don't know. DC, come on, man, get it together. But anyway, I am so excited for what's about to happen for the next 3 years of Marvel Cinematic Genius and Gold. I'm here for it. I will be there for it, and I will record about it, and I will talk about it. Now, hopefully I can get a little roundtable discussion so I could talk it out with the fellas and see what the fellas thought. But until then, please like, share, and subscribe. Click the notification button so you can know when we drop new stuff. And of course, please go and check out some of these trailers that have just dropped. It's an amazing, amazing time to be a comic book fan. And like I said, we started off with a really good phase, but we're done. We've been done. Now it's time for some multiversal stuff. All right? Take care, everybody. I'll see you soon. Peace.